The grind, yeah. The bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Happy Friday. How you doing, Nasties? Welcome inside the William Huff Studios. EST afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Zach Koob Kubusch, Hernan, Salas. What's that, Salas, actually? How you doing, everybody? Good to see you. Slam that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Hit subscribe if you'd like to. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. If you're listening, because you can only listen on iHeart, TuneIn Radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just come on over and hit the thumbs up. Click, click, click. Must you click? Is that the song?
Yeah.
That's great. I love
it. Yeah. It's funny how you speak because your headphones are so loud. Like you have a very soft microphone voice.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. No, it's good. I like it. It's sensual. It's nice.
Ooh.
But you're deaf as a doornail. So it's funny.
What?
No. Earlier, he was listening to his phone, and it was so loud. Like, it was louder than the TV was. It was unbelievable. This guy... But it all makes sense now because the sensual sounds of Hernan Salas.
Hernan.
During the show. That's there's certain sacrifices you have to make to sound like you, I guess.
Yeah. Fun show. Break down the Oilers. Lots to get to, man. Some good news and some terrible news. Well, we don't know yet. Zach to the future. He's only failed once. I was doing it last night, setting it up, and this is probably the easiest one he's ever. If he doesn't get over 90%, he fails.
Okay.
It's very, very easy.
Okay.
Tim Hauraney, our good buddy.
I can't wait.
220, F1, Indy Car Insider. Also, appearances on TSN. It's going to be great to talk to him.
Yeah.
He can't do video, but he said he's out and about, but he's on his own phone. So. And that's going to do it for our Friday show. It's fun. Oilers back at it tomorrow. Afternoon game.
I like that.
The LA Kings.
I can't wait till Matty has to eat his words with another stellar performance from Calvin Pickard.
I know. He thinks he's going to be tired.
He thinks he's tired right now.
Yeah. Like, all right.
Not as tired as you. But no one works harder than you.
That's true. That was a late one last night, man. Holy. It was funny. We were up like, Tom, it's 11. No, it's like the third period was going to start. I'm like, Tom, it's 10:30. Oh, man.
I wanted to come in here just for a bit with you guys, but I was thinking maybe I drive back from the dance. But I was like, no, I'm done. Watched a bit on my phone, though. So, and a bit more this morning.
So next week at this time, I should be arriving in Mexico.
You're off Friday?
Next Friday. Yeah, I leave Friday morning.
So there's no show?
You and Maddie.
It's me and Matt.
Oh, it's only Matt and Koob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe there.
I think so, right?
There might not be a show when you get back.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's all right. 4-day week for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I'm doing the Thursday show by myself. I'm a little scared.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm gonna need you, Nassies.
My son.
Go ahead.
My son took off today.
Where?
Rome.
For real?
Yeah.
Well,
oh my God, man.
For how long?
Till I think Tuesday.
Okay, wait.
Exactly.
He went to Rome for 3 days?
4 days, yeah.
With the GF?
Yeah.
Wow.
She wanted to go. Like my son is like, okay.
So why don't they go for a week at least?
I know. Well, it's expensive. Like,
yeah, I guess
it's expensive, but they're young. They don't know any. When he first told me, he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Rome." I go, "No way! For how long?" He goes, 4 days. I'm like, what? But no, they've got things planned. And of course, I'm an international man of mystery, so I gave him some pointers on how to do this. So sleep all the way there, right?
Yeah.
And then, because he's going to get there in the morning, and then the jet lag's going to be killer. But yeah, it's going to be a tough little turnaround here.
When does he leave?
He's gone.
Oh, he left.
Yeah,
Today.
this morning.
Oh, and what's the flight time? Do you know?
It goes to Toronto and then to Rome, I think. So it's probably about 12 hours.
Whew.
So he's in there Saturday morning. All right. And then has the whole day. I told you got to stay up the whole day, and then you'll just crash, and you should be you'll still be a little bit messed up. But yeah, I told him, got his backpack, got the Canada flags. My wife sewed Canada flags on his thing. I gave him a little Canada kit to make sure that no one thinks, because as soon as you speak English, they think you're American, right? So, and then yeah, they're gonna go see the
amazing.
Coliseum.
Yeah. Hey, a 4-day trip to Rome. Why not?
It worked out. Like it's he said, because they went to a concert in Vancouver for a weekend, and 4 days in Rome costs less than going to Vancouver for a concert for the same amount of time, right? So
wow.
Yeah. Then my daughter last night looked really good. First competition of the year. Her solo was, usually it's like, okay, the first one might be some, might have to iron some things out, but she was quite good. And her duet with her best friend Jasmine was like, I was sitting there watching it, and a lot of times I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. But this one was, I was even thinking, well, that looks pretty good. But everyone around me were like, wow, they were impressed.
That's awesome.
Had a good first day. Hopefully she doesn't poop the bed today, but we'll see.
Well, good luck to Liliana this weekend with her dance stuff. Good luck to your son.
Yeah, no, hopefully he comes back, right? I go to him, what's the most important thing? Passport, ticket. And I go, yeah, okay, so where's your ticket? It's on my phone. And I go, you got your charger. That's your lifeline too, right? Yeah. Like if you can't, just make sure you can get home, because my skills as Liam Neeson in Taken aren't. Yeah, I'm no Liam Neeson in Taken. Let's just face it. You'll be in some Saudi prince's bedroom.
Shane the realtor says, "Must be nice to be young."
Oh yeah, yeah. Not a care in the world.
He should have left from Calgary with WestJet. Calgary to Rome direct. Great for him from Baggio.
Yeah, but then I would have had to drive him there.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool, man. 4 days in Rome, eat some good food, do some sightseeing.
Yeah.
Does he drink?
Not much, no.
Like, will he try really. Beer and?
He might have one. Yeah. I don't know. Probably not.
Definitely no red wine.
No.
Because it's not a young people's. No, young people don't like the wine.
But you know what? He'll probably see people more around his age doing it, so he might do partake, right? But
hey, let's get those views up really low. I know it's Friday and everybody's excited because the sun's out, guns out. I know everybody's excited because it's F1 race week and the Oilers are back in action tomorrow. The CFL is so close to returning, under a month away from training camp.
Jays are on fire.
Jays are first place.
What's not to love?
So, let's get those views up. Where are you people? Hello? Are you there? Come on in.
We need to get people to put this on in establishments too, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be neat.
Like you go to a sports bar and we're on.
We're on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not have us on?
Yeah, why not? It's a sports show.
Exactly.
And we're handsome. Well.
Very.
Well. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll be in Mexico, probably having my first cerveza. I got to get a haircut, though.
No, you don't?
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go this weekend.
Why? You got to look like...
Well, you want to look fresh.
You do look fresh.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still going to get a haircut.
Okay. Are you going to go to Tommy's girl?
No.
How much does Tommy's haircuts cost?
A lot.
Is he spending $300-$400 on that pompadour?
Probably.
$400 to look like Pauly D.
I see my boys at Shadified downtown.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They cut all the Oilers there.
Oh.
And then remember we were interviewing Zach Mathis?
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, I'm getting my haircut. I'm with your barber.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. From the Elks. So
I do my own work.
let's get to it. The Oilers, huge win last night. You know what, Gager? People were like, oh, it's only 3-2. But listen, the San Jose team's not a very good team, but they played well last night. They created a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to give credit to the other team. I don't think the Oilers were terrible.
No, I don't think so either. They had to generate some good chances to score. They had to make some good plays.
I just think when the Oilers scored the first goal, they kind of took their foot off the gas and let them come back in the game.
Okay, that's what I see. We've been spending way too much time together because we're almost one brain. When I every time, that's the first thing that went through my mind after that goal was, okay, when they score one that's kind of nice and it's, a couple good plays, they think, oh, yeah, we're going to be able to do this the rest of the game.
We're good.
Yeah. And they did that again. They've done that multiple times this year. You'd almost like them to score like a cheesy one. Yeah. Or a lucky one, maybe, first, because then they won't think it's skills competition.
Well, it's almost better when they go down, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost better when they go down because then they're like, oh, these guys are going to play today. Let's go. So Pickard, we're going to get to highlights, lowlights. Pickard was good once again. But the big news of the night, Joaquin, Leon Draisaitl. No, he took that one fall when he kind of fell backwards, slammed his head on the ice. And then he stepped on the puck, which you never see. And you kind of see his leg extend a bit. And then he takes a face off and he knew he wasn't right. What's your concern level 1 to 10 on Leon Draisaitl's injury right now?
My concern level.
Because we really don't know what it is. And he didn't return.
Yeah. It's concerning because he didn't return. But he looked like someone pooped in his cornflakes all game, right? He was kind of ornery looking.
He had a horrible giveaway, too.
I know. But it's concerning. More, I think if everything was status quo, I think he'd be all right with it. But with Connor out and the other injuries and all this stuff compounding, that's what makes it feel a little bit worse than maybe it actually is. Not going to play against the Kings. That's unfortunate. Gosh, Kings might catch Vegas here.
That's what I was saying yesterday on the post-game show if you were up at 1 a.m. But that's what I said. I said, why are we sleeping on the Kings here? They're only 3 points back.
Yeah.
And this is what I said last night. If the Oilers don't have Leon, it's going to be... Can the Oilers win that game? Of course they can. But it's going to be very tough. It was going to be tough with McDavid and Leon in the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, right now, as of now, and this is probably more recency bias because of the last game, but who would you rather face in the first round? LA?
Probably Vegas.
So maybe this is the whole ploy. Maybe Leon goes, you know what? I stepped on a puck. Let's see what happens in LA. Maybe give them a little bit of a boost. They go track down the Knights, finish first, and we wait till hopefully. Well, I mean, you still get the Vegas Golden Knights. That's going to be a tough series regardless. But
you don't want St. Louis. They won their 11th straight last night.
I know.
But Hollywood got hurt.
Did he?
Yeah, he left the game. Didn't return.
Well, see, he would have got hurt if he was here.
But the Oilers are skating today, Joaquin. I thought they were going to get the day off, but let me just double check the time. They will be skating today, so we might have an update at 1 p.m. all times local. So that means at 2 p.m. our time. So we'll still be on the air. So hopefully we'll have an update. But it's going to be an uphill battle tomorrow for the Edmonton Oilers if Leon Draisaitl's not in there. But they have enough veterans. They're a veteran squad. They can go in there and compete and win that game.
Yeah.
But it is going to be tough without Leon. Let's just be honest. Because I put it this way last night, Joaquin. If the Oilers were healthy and you went to play LA and they didn't have Kempe, Kopitar, and Doughty, advantage Edmonton.
You'd be licking your chops.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think LA might be successful tomorrow afternoon. But hey, there's a reason why you play the game. You never know what could happen because Arvidsson's on fire. He's looking really good.
About time.
It only took 5 months, but he has arrived. Better late than never. Better late than never. All right. Coming up next, we're gonna get to one bad play by the Oilers and one excellent play by the Oilers and highlights, lowlights. We're gonna do both. It's been a while since we've done that. I thought Jeff Skinner was really good. Goal and assist. He missed the empty netter. The Oilers and empty nets are just, it's fascinating that they can't score. Zach to the future coming up at 140. Tim Hauraney at 220. It's going to be a fun show. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Would be greatly appreciated. And like always, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Today, Glass Tiger. On the 18th of April, Alan Jackson. On the 15th of May, Los Lobos.
Los Lobos.
La Bamba. Get your tickets now at www.rivercreeresort.com or at the River Cree box office. We're back with more Oilers after the break. Here's Koob. Sports update.
It's a light slate in the NHL. Carolina visiting Detroit. The Blackhawks and Caps dropping the puck. Alex Ovechkin just 3 goals away from breaking the all-time scoring record. After that, the Wild meet the Islanders. And from San Jose Sharks head coach Ryan Warsofsky has been named head coach of this year's men's national team for the United States. Meanwhile, the Oil Kings look to win their series against the Raiders tonight in Game 5 of their series. 5 other games on tap, including Medicine Hat hosting Swift Current. And on the court, the Raptors challenge the Pistons. 10 games on tap. Elsewhere, the Nuggets tip off against the Warriors. The Mavs and Clippers have a date, while Phoenix and Boston throw down. And the Jays are just getting underway with the Mets at the top of the first. 3 other games are live. Cubs and Padres locked at 1 apiece at the top of the 4th. While the Cardinals trail the Red Sox 6-1 at the top of the 4th. On the links, Adam Svensson is the highest-ranked Canadian, tied for 36th at 2 under and early in round 2, while top spot is shared at 8 under between Americans Brian Harmon and Keith Mitchell. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Step into a whole new golfing experience with 240 unique courses for you to play, featuring innovative technology that automatically tees the ball up for you, replicating real-life ball lies, shifting the ball in 24 different directions. Gimme Virtual Golf, where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. We have a quick break before we come back with highlights, lowlights with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre-game and post-game shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre-game and post-game shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The showdown continues at the Canadian Brewhouse. Wing flavors of the month. Dillionaire sauce versus passion fruit habanero. One's cool as a cucumber, the other's fire in your face. Who will reign supreme? Come taste the madness. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Take your career to the next level with Nate's Construction Leadership and Supervision Program, a perfect tool for professionals looking to advance their role or an organization needing to develop leaders. Learn more about safety supervision, scheduling, cost control, and most importantly, how to lead a team. For more information and to register, visit nate.ca/CLSP to take your career to another level.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
8:22. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. And let me clear something up. It's not the Alan Jackson. It's the Alan Jackson experience.
What's the difference?
False advertising there. Sorry about that. It's not the real. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Arvidsson really came on. Skinner with a brilliant pass to Connor Brown. Hey, keep slamming that thumbs up. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. You want to start with the good or the bad?
Let's go bad.
Okay, we'll start with the low light of last night. This is the Toffoli goal. And for everybody that can watch, we're going to try to break it down for our audio audience as well. But don't play it just yet, Coop. I just want everybody to focus in on number 2 of the Edmonton Oilers. And tell me what you see. Okay? Here we go. Run that, Coop. Here we go. It's good, Gager. It's 2-on-2, right? The third guy, he's taken. Boom. There's a forward there. Backdoor to Foley. What did you see, Joaquin?
Well, so this is just the case of a player trying to do too much, a little bit. Bouchard sees that, who was it? The kind of got a step. Like the forward coming back catches his kind of there, right?
Yeah.
Is it Nuge? I don't know who it is. But he's close, but not too close. And then you see Bouchard make the decision, I've got to go help out this guy because he's beating that forward back to the puck. I mean, you don't want him to go in all alone, but so in that case, it's hard because he just makes a poor decision of trying to do too much. I know he leaves his guy, but in his mind, he probably thinks this guy's going to have a breakaway if I don't go over there. So it's not.
The other part of it is from the neutral, just before the blue line in, he never looks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll it again. Roll it again, Coop. Let's see it.
He knows he's there, but he never looks at him.
Which guy?
Bouchard. He never look from here on in. He doesn't look once.
Yeah, but he can see him out of the corner of his eye. Like he knows, and he identifies the guy that Nuge is a little bit behind as he might get a breakaway here. Because look, right here, like he's got a huge step on Nuge. That's what he sees, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, "Oh my gosh, this guy's going in all alone." It was a pass to get there. So he jumps over thinking this guy's going in on a breakaway. That's why Bouch goes over there. So again, it's hard. I believe our good friend Jason Strudwick says never trust a forward, and that's the case. I mean, if Struddy's on that play, never trust a forward, he probably pops over there too, right?
No, and you're right, but I'm just saying, like, if he gives one look, he knows Toffoli kind of drops back a bit, right? And then he can. And the funniest part about that clip, I don't know if you noticed, when the puck goes in, Bouchard looks at his paddle. Like, what the hell are you looking at?
Yeah.
You told me he had a good laugh about that yesterday.
He just needs a
because he just looks at it like it was the paddle on his stick's fault.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, what really Bouchard should have done there once he recognizes that, but he's got a guy wide, and this is a super processor computer, is realize I'm on a 2-on-1 now. I can't overcommit to one guy and leave the other one. So
he still played it poorly.
Yeah.
Big Uke says if you watch it from the other camera angle, Bouchard's eyes are actually closed.
You mean his eye is closed?
But I love how he looks at his stick. Like, it's the stick's fault.
Some of his reactions, like if you could do a compilation of Bouchard's reactions after goals, it would be hilarious.
No, because not only does he look at the stick as soon as the goal goes in, then he's on the bench and he's looking at it, and me and Tom just couldn't stop laughing. We're like, what are you looking at?
That's good.
All right. Good. All season when I'm talking about the Oilers need the big save, the grand fear, like we like to call. They finally got it yesterday.
Yep.
And there's not much to it. It's a great play. I don't know who was in front of the net that set up Graf. It was a great play, but this is the save you need. Roll it, Koob. It's a little messy. They're behind the net right now. Comes out front on the board here. Can't get the
good plays by the San Jose Sharks to keep it in. Right, they're all over it, making everyone all together.
Like, what a play there in front. Yeah. And then, boom, right off the noggin. Just a great save. And those are the saves the Oilers haven't gone much this year. But right off the noggin, man.
Yeah.
That was just fantastic.
Smelled burnt rubber on that one.
Great to see. Kulak is scrambling. He might have got a piece of it. I think that's what they were saying on the broadcast. But Just a fantastic save.
But again,
by
like
Cal Hicks.
just the recognition of where the danger's coming from, and still the ability to move from your left to your right, bringing the full package, right?
Yeah.
He's not reaching. He's just bringing everything as much over as possible, right?
Yeah.
And getting over like pretty solid there.
Yeah.
And kind of looking like Fierzy too.
Yeah. That was great. Van Owen says, I understand Bouchard's dilemma in that instance, but Gager's right. Bad decision. Smitty the Welder, that's a terrible play by Bouchard, plain and simple. It's not a great look.
It's not is it a terrible play?
It's a bad play.
It's not really recognizing the situation, but I guarantee it looked like that guy was going in all alone. Like if that pass is a little bit better, Bouchard makes a great play there because maybe he intercepts that guy and I don't know. He makes a pass across, but I don't look at it as a terrible play. It's a guy trying to cover up for what he recognizes on the ice. But again, what he should have done is just played that at that point as a 2-on-1.
Yeah, Doc Dad makes a good point. Give credit to the Sharks too. Some good passes.
There was two really good passes there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Home run.
Blue Jays are down.
Didn't Dusty's parlay is in jeopardy today. I think he has Ovi with the hat trick and the Jays to win.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 Mets right now. Bottom of the first.
Mojis. Did we get a dry update? No, not yet. They're on the ice at 2. Probably won't hear anything till closer to 3, so we'll let everybody know as soon as we hear something. And then he adds, is the Bouchard risk worth the reward? He seems to make way more mistakes than good plays. Listen, we have all summer to break down Bouchard, and we're going to.
He's been playing pretty good lately, though.
Lately, he's been a lot better. He has warts in his game defensively. There's no other way to put it. But does Oilers management see his offense as elite enough to pay him the money, and you're just gonna have to live with his defensive warts?
I mean, you can look at that play a number of different ways. Like like sometimes on 2-on-1s, a D-man will overcommit to one guy, and he'll have to make a play. And you got to, like you just said, you got to hand it to the San Jose Sharks to make those in tight plays to like a two-way passing play for a nice goal. Yeah. If the Oilers do that, you're going, wow, that was a highly skilled play. So
that reminded me of Darnell when he's struggling, trying to do too much, right? You overcommit. And
this is where I probably a little bit of Bouchard, not having the best defensive season, I gotta do something here instead of, trusting your teammates. So essentially he should play the 2-on-1, make sure the pass doesn't come across, have faith in, was it Nugent Hopkins coming back? I think it was Nuge.
I think so, yes.
Whoever the Edmonton forward is coming back, that he's going to take care of that guy or put back pressure that he can't get a good shot off. And obviously Calvin Pickard too, that's going to make the save. Like you have to have trust in your teammates.
Quickly, Ovi and the Caps hosting the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. He's 3 away, Gager. Koob said he saw Gretzky is going to be in attendance.
Yeah.
He needs a Hattie. And so it's either going to be today or tomorrow. Tomorrow they're in New York at 10:30 a.m.
You think he's going to do this in 2 days? You think he's got 3 goals in 2 games?
It's Ovi, man. How crazy is this, man?
It's nuts. I mean,
he's going to do it this year.
I hope so.
There's no way. He's got 2, 4, 6, 7 games left.
7 games to 2 to tie, 3 for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to figure, I mean, he's getting fed like a Roman emperor at a dinner. It's going
to be awesome. We're part of history.
Yeah, no, it's like, talk about records that you never thought would be touched, 2 of Gretzky's records fall this year by 2 of the greats.
That's great. Records are meant to be broken, and for Ovi, it's awesome. He's one of the good guys in the game.
I think so.
Because did you see him last week when they played Minnesota? He made his whole team stay on the ice to salute Marc-Andre Fleury. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a guy that gets it, man.
He recognizes everything in the game, right? I mean, you see him with his team. The thing is, you see him with his teammates. And I'm lucky enough to know a guy that played with him, Jason Chimera.
Okay.
And he raves about how great Ovi was, like just a kid. And then they had I watched a little montage of some of his stuff, and he said, what's made you last this long? And he goes, diet, training. I won't tell you the rest of the stuff. But then it shows him hitting holes in one and driving the thing around the rink, and he loves life.
Yeah.
Right?
No one's been on a better bender than Ovi when they won the cup. Maybe Reed this week.
Maybe Reed's swimming in a fountain right now.
Reed's birthday bender. I love it, man. Takes 3 days off for his birthday.
Yeah.
What a funk, eh?
Well, it lasts about 2 hours, but it takes like 2.5 days to recover.
Yeah. He's joining us tomorrow for
Is he?
Post. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey,
you must be happy. The little earlier game tomorrow. That's gonna feel weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Get in, get out. It's gonna be a good game too. It's gonna be fun.
I think so.
Yeah, 48 thumbs up. Oh, it's a good start. Excellent start. 2 away from 50. We're halfway there. We got an hour and a half to go. YouTube Trev says, can't wait to watch the real Alan Jackson. This will be my second time.
It's great.
It's not the real one.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, let's hope Ovi can do it tonight with a Hattie. That would be amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. I mean, I wish the Capitals all the success in the world right now. What a season. Imagine breaking that record and going on a run, getting to the finals.
It'd be amazing.
You can't say they're not in a good position.
Oh, no.
Like
100%.
They are the first thing you notice about that Washington Capitals team, if you watch them play, is the size of these guys. Like they're just big individuals, massive men that
Protoss
that can really move. Though that's the thing.
I have a bone to pick too. I'm really tired of the no effort going into selecting the 3 stars of a game. Here at home, on the road. Like, seriously. So, Pickard should have been a star yesterday. San Jose lost the game, and 2 other players were stars, Joaquin.
Yeah, but did you see this? It looked like brown and yellow shirt night in that rink.
No, I know, but it always goes to someone maybe from the media or the broadcast. But, like, let's put a little more effort. Arvidsson should have been a star. He was the best player by far yesterday. Pickard should have been in there. I'll say this. I even think San Jose's goalie was pretty damn good.
I remember a time when picking 3 stars that if your team played bad, the whole other team were the stars. You wouldn't get a courtesy one.
And who cares if you're at home?
Yeah.
If you lose 6-0, you're not selecting one of the Oilers. Like, for me, it's come down to this. Who scored? Okay, this guy's a star. That's all it was. That Thompson kid who scored the first goal is a nice goal.
Yeah.
What do you do after that?
Nothing.
Like, why is he the 3rd star of the game? Just I think Tom was telling me before they used to give out ballots in the press box.
Yeah.
And why don't we go back to that? Because then it's actually people watching the game and selecting guys that actually deserve to be the stars of the game.
I remember 1 month with Edmonton. Believe it or not, I had gotten a few stars in some games I played.
Yeah.
And I was second in Molson Cup. You know how
nice.
they And I was thinking, I was like, I got a chance to win this thing, I think. And then Doug Waite was first star 2 times in a row and buried me. And I was like, damn it. Could have used that $5,000.
I'm just like tired of it, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it means something to players. Like, hey, like maybe the younger guys more, or the guys that don't get a lot of love.
Dude, it means I don't care who you are. It's pretty cool to be named a star of the game. You come out, fans cheer you. It's awesome.
That's what I mean. Like, put a little more effort into it. Like, break down the game. Like, for me, if a guy scored, like, I'm going to use Max Jones because he doesn't get a lot of minutes, okay? Say he plays 6 minutes, scores 1 goal. I guarantee you he gets a star of the game. Like, seriously, like, don't just pick guys because they score. Doesn't mean they're the best player of the game. Doesn't mean they were the best player on the ice because they scored 1 goal. Let's put more thought into it. Enough. I'm available. Also, like all the stars here at home for the Edmonton Oilers. All of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Oilers have played games where they lost where they have 2 stars, too.
Yeah.
And
it's just guys who score.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Tired of it. Are you tired of it, too? What are we doing right now, Gage?
I don't know.
Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. Make beer cheap again at the Canadian Brewhouse. Molson Canadian Steins for just $4.50, 25% off. Monday to Friday, open till 7 p.m. Round up your crew and stop by the Canadian Brewhouse. Up next, it's becoming one of your favorite segments. Zach to the future.
Wow.
We're going to have some fun.
Wow.
Keep it locked here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
Wayne Gretzky will be in attendance for tonight's Blackhawks-Capitals game. Alex Ovechkin just 3 goals away from setting the all-time scoring record. Elsewhere, the Red Wings battle the Hurricanes, and the Wild face the Islanders with 3 games on tap in their 6 WHL playoff matchups. Game 5 between the Oil Kings and Raiders shakes down, with Edmonton having the chance to win the series 4-1. In baseball, the Jays and Mets are duking it out right now. It's 2-0 Mets at the top of the second in Toronto's. Max Scherzer remains day-to-day with the 40-year-old not throwing since he strained his right lat on Saturday. 3 other games are live, including the Tigers holding the White Sox 7-1 at the bottom of the 7th, and St. Louis down 6-4 to Boston at the top of the 5th. And there's 10 games around the association. Raptors tip off against the Pistons. OKC looks for 12 straight wins when they meet Houston, and the Pelicans face the Lakers. Meanwhile, John Morant of the Grizzlies has been fined $75,000 by the NBA for using a finger gun gesture to celebrate a 3-point shot. This sports update is brought to you by Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Zach to the future brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I would love a chance to sit with some people at the CFL and explain how my CFL fantasy works.
Well,
and I think you should
do consulting fee.
I would do it for free.
As your agent, 10%.
5%.
Screw that.
7.5. You meet in the middle.
Get your own agent. Good luck at the negotiating table.
Hey, I like money, so I'll do it.
Good luck sitting at the negotiating table with someone who can't walk.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound, Los Lobos, at the River Cree Resort and Casino May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world can bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered, from rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons 142. We've got some Oilers updates. Leon Draisaitl is not on the ice for Oilers practice. McDavid is, but he is not on any line. This is what we have. Podkolzin with RNH and Arvidsson. Frederic with Henrique and Hyman. Skinner, Janmark Brown. Jones, Kappen, and Perry. Wallman with Bouchard. Nurse with Stetcher. Kulak with Emberson. Now, we don't know yet if Frederic's just kind of the placeholder there, because I think Knob said last night that Frederic will not be ready to go tomorrow. So we'll wait to see what the coach has to say this afternoon. But no Draisaitl on the ice, so you can probably mark that down as he will not play tomorrow. We'll wait, get an update on Trent Frederic, but sounds like he's supposed to go Monday, not tomorrow. But again, we'll wait and see. For that, it's time for Zach's only failed once. This is the 7th time, Joaquin. But today, Hernan was feeling generous.
Yeah?
Koob should get like 80, 90% on this. And we want you to play along as well. We want you to text us, 780-218-9999. That's the River Cree inbox. Nasty chat as well. 8 questions. We'll see what he can do. I'll start it off, Gager, because the first question is kind of wordy and it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
So it makes it easy, hey?
Makes it easy. Let's test the board here. See everything's. Hey, look at that.
There we go. Just our luck.
Hit the intro.
Oh. Just as I predicted, time traveling is just too dangerous. 1.21 gigawatts.
All right, question number 1, Koob. Pretty easy. The show The A-Team debuted in 1983. The show consists of the A-Team who were framed for a crime they did not commit, but they helped the innocent while on run from the military. Of course, if you remember Mr. T, you might be too young. How many members were on the A-Team?
I'm between 4 or 5 right here. I think I've watched the A-Team only once in my life. I was at my friend's
the movie,
like
though,
8,
or was it the show?
I don't know, actually. It might have been the movie. Because I was 8 or 9 at my friend's birthday party, and he was like, seriously, I was 8 or 9. That's the only time I remember watching the A-Team. I saw the intro. They were rolling in the van. I saw Mr. T. I think he was all blinged out and stuff like that. He had his mohawk.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's 5 members of the A-Team.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Can you name? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
4 is the correct answer.
Man.
That's close.
No, I can't.
Can you name them?
No, but when I was a kid for Christmas, I got the whole A-Team set with the van.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
B.A. Baracus.
Shame.
Okay.
Hannibal Smith.
Okay.
Howling Mad Murdoch.
Yeah. I remember Murdoch.
Peck. Wasn't it Peck? It was Face Man.
Face Man.
What was his name?
He's the man with the face?
Well, he was the charming one, so they called him Face.
Ah.
The movie was great, actually. I love the movie.
I've never seen the movie.
What?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies where you go, okay. But Liam Neeson's in it. Who's the UFC fighter?
There was a UFC fighter in the
Yeah,
it
right.
was big. The guy that beat up the guy with the white dude with the mohawk. It was a big. He would come in
Chuck
and go,
Liddell?
"Oh, yeah,
The Iceman?
yeah." He beat up the Iceman.
Oh, he beat up the
Yeah.
Iceman.
Black guy.
Darn.
What was his name?
Rampage
Rampage.
Jackson?
Rampage Jackson.
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson. The guy from he's in District 8. He's the South African actor, and he's in like Chappie too or something like that. He's great. And then Limitless guy, Bradley Cooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got to watch that.
It's really good, man. I love the
he was in
A-Team.
that.
All right, Koob. You started off slow, so I was singing your praises that this should be a cakewalk for you.
All right, Koob.
Guess I'm not going to name.
Are you ready for your second question?
Yes.
Koob, in what year did Google make its debut?
Well, see, it was a big Internet Explorer kind of thing in the 90s, right? Well, of course. No, I'm thinking about. I got to build to the answer, right? Because it would have been late 90s. They could have made.
You're like Minecraft, baby. You just build.
Darn right. It's just like Jack Black in that movie. You got to build up slowly towards it because I knew there was like nobody was using Google in the early 90s or mid to late 90s. It is the mid to late 90s when it debuted.
Remember, you do have a wild card option.
I'm going to go 1997 Google debuted.
Final answer.
Jeez, you're close. You're so close. 1998, Koob.
No.
That's weird. Was it called Lugal before that? Do you ever see Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah. I love that one.
So good.
All right. Question 3, Koob.
Yes,
maybe
sir.
I made these too hard. Which game in the 80s featured players, like humans, removing plastic bones from a patient without setting off a buzzer?
Oh, Operation. Final answer. Operation.
Nice.
Damn it.
That's a good one.
Get that. I love that game.
I've never played it.
Really?
I've never played it. Yeah, I've always seen the commercials of it.
Operation.
Good thing I didn't get the buzz there.
That game is still alive and well.
It is.
So good. So
Do you have a steady hand?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah?
probably not now.
You probably have a dart in your mouth. Illegal surgery.
I have a dart and I'm just not messing around. Koob.
Yes.
I just texted you the name that we want you to pronounce today.
Okay.
Let's get
see
it
here.
up on the screen, and you get one shot at it.
This is a real name. This isn't a typo.
No, it's a real name.
You're pulling my leg here, right?
No, I'm not.
Let me see if I can even write it properly on the screen here. Oh my gosh. Is it last name, first name, or first name, last name? Because that's just
First name, last name.
First name,
Oh
last name.
my gosh. Okay, hold on. NDAMUKONGSUH.
All right, let's get it up there.
Holy moly, boys! This can't be real. What athlete is this?
Hold on.
Is
Okay, so he played in the NFL.
Okay.
He was known for being pretty dirty.
Yeah.
But he was a really good player.
Is he in Tecmo?
He is not in Tecmo. He might have just hung him
Missed
up
it?
recently.
Yeah.
But if you can see it, Nasties, don't give him any tips. Koob, you got 10 seconds to come up with how to say this name of the former NFL.
Remember, you got a
defensive
lifeline.
Can I hold on?
Yeah, you can use a lifeline here if you like.
I wouldn't like the lifeline for the last question, but maybe for this question, I would consider using it.
I might have to go consult with the football expert around these.
You're going to use your lifeline now?
Glue guy, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, glue guy.
Jay,
if you don't get this,
I need your assistance pronouncing that name on the screen right there.
Oh. Indomitian Sue.
Indomitian Sue?
Yeah.
Indomitian Sue. Final answer.
I wanted Koob to try it, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's his choice to use as well.
Oh, I kind of pushed him that way, though.
No. What? Is that where you were going, Koob?
I was going to say Nadama So.
Okay, you would have got it wrong.
See, I was thinking the last name was a bit of a throw off.
Yeah.
So that's why I needed help more on the last name.
Indomitian Sue. That's how you say it.
Wow.
Fun, eh?
Legendary name.
He was very dirty. He got suspended a few times.
I think so.
Yeah, because he's a very dirty player.
Did he ever get sued?
Okay, next question.
I just got that one. Okay, you're 2 for 4. You're at 50%. It's time to get to the clips part of this. Of course, Nasty's play along. A lot of people chiming in. Gager?
Koob, who sang this song?
So, artist.
The name of the song.
Do I
and
get
name of the
bonus
song?
points?
Yes. Here we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Okay. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Oh, I'm trying to think of what song it is from. Can I play that? Can I hear that again, please?
Of course you can, young man.
Bob Marley and the Wailers. I was going to wear my Bob Marley shirt today, too. Oh, wait, no. No, that's not Bob Marley and the Wailers. It's Red 40. No, it's not Red 40. What am I thinking? It's UB 40 or something. No. Red Wine. That's the name of the song. UB 40. Final answer.
You be right.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know why I said Red 40. That's like what they put in.
Way to talk
That's
yourself through that. That's a glimpse into the mind of Koob, everyone. That's how he got it through.
Classic.
That's the song that Hernan's going to sing like crazy tonight because red wine makes him feel so fine.
Well, and I picked it because I like red wine. And
I know.
Right. But it was funny because he started with Red 40. You know,
I'm like,
well, you're there.
Bob Marley. I was like,
wait a second. No, it was reggae. Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Did you know that, or did you just Google it over there?
I knew that.
Shazam
My
it.
buddy showed me that song like a few years back, and I'm like, wait a second.
I like
UB40.
They're great.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
It is.
I'm going to play it tonight while I'm having a glass of wine.
Oh my gosh.
Red
glass.
Wine.
It's a pint, face it. A mega pint.
All right. 3 for 5. He's rolling. I want to see if he gets this next one.
All right.
Zach, what game is this?
Oh, I've heard this before. Oh boy!
You put the nasty jack in it? I would have had trouble with this.
No one yet.
Oh,
Gus is wrong. Yeah, someone got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's such a good tune.
Yeah. Is
it something that's
it's similar to a lot of
Has it been played around the office here?
We're not giving you any hints.
Yes, it has.
Stop with the hints.
Now, is it something that you could track? I guess you could say.
Stop it.
Are you just are you talking to yourself or you
I don't even
thinking
know
out loud again?
I'm always thinking out loud, boys. Ooh, I want to say it's track and field, but I don't know. That's not my answer.
Okay.
But it sounds very sportish. Like it sounds like an intro to a sports game. I'm just going to go with track and field and go with my gut. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yeah. Yeah. See,
that was Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
On the Nintendo.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's a good one.
Game.
I have so much fun putting these video games clips together. So right now you're at 50%, Koob.
Okay. You said you made these easy. Anytime
easy.
That
was easy.
Yeah.
Or is it too hard?
I've played it a lot in the...
Again,
not a lot.
Gager's played it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played it once here, actually.
Well, there's a few different ones too on there. There's the actual Punch-Out game, but this one was converted to the Nintendo gaming system called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
John Carlos says, that sounds like Pokemon on drugs.
It's kind of what I thought it was, too.
Bubble Bubble from Mitchie. I love Bubble Bubble. Me and my sister used to play that as kids. No, it's not Bubble Bubble. Hint, hint, wink, wink. It might be one day.
Ooh.
All right. So you're 3 for 6. It's time for the movie clip. Joaquin, set it up.
I don't know how to set this up.
Outsiders. Here's the movie clip.
Here's the movie clip. Name that movie.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
Would you like to hear it again?
Yeah, I know. Because it's got to be.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
Is that De Niro?
It is.
And you guys were saying that I think it was you, Hernan, right?
What?
Who was like, oh, I'm very annoyed at how he acts in
He's just talking
that
to
movie.
himself right now. We can just hear it.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
Yeah, okay.
He's thinking of it.
Well, it wouldn't be, I guess it wouldn't be you because it's not Latino, but it is The Heat or Heat. Final answer. Heat. Yeah. Hey. That was a guess because I was like, wait a minute.
Well, you know why I picked it? Because we were talking about it the whole time.
I was trying
yeah.
The whole thing. I butchered that to death.
I'm making it easy for Koob.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually paid attention to the show this week, boys.
Rest in peace,
Just
Val
kidding.
Kilmer.
Yeah.
That's one of the best lines in the movie. Probably the best.
No, it's Al Pacino talking to Hank Azaria.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Koob's at 4 out of 8. He's got to get the sports moment correct. Let me tee it up.
I already know.
What's that?
I already know I'm not getting this.
It's 1996. CFL Grey Cup in a snowstorm. The Edmonton Eskimos versus the Toronto Argonauts. What a game, Gager. One of the best Grey Cups I've ever witnessed. Okay, so Danny McManus is quarterback of the Eskimos, Koob. And here he is on offense. Okay, just run the clip, the first one, and then we'll break it down.
When Edmonton pivot, Danny McManus threw downfield to a street.
All right.
Oh,
He's throwing to his
boy.
receiver, downtown Eddie Brown. What happens on this play?
So the pass is wide left. I don't know what.
Well, you can't see the ball. I did that on purpose.
I can't see the ball. That's a big one there. You don't know where the pass is going, man. Like,
well, it's going
it's going towards both of the
Yeah.
players. That's the goal of it, anyways. Unless you're playing Tecmo and try and throw a ball, then quarterbacks don't know what they're doing. But in this one, I don't know. It bounces off his head,
and
the opposing player catches it. Am I too specific?
Okay, no, that's great. That's
my guess. Final answer.
Okay, run
It's
the
always
whole.
something weird.
Edmonton pivot, Danny McManus threw downfield to a streaking Eddie Brown. The ball bounced off the tip of Brown's toe and into his frozen hands. He ran untouched for a 64-yard score.
Kicked it to himself.
He kicked it to himself. Great guess, Koob. I really like that you got creative there, but you wrong.
I got too specific. I should have just said it bounced off a
had to
body
be a
part.
Pacific. Kicked it to himself is kind of, that was a hard question. He would have had to have seen that. And you probably did when you were at that eight at that birthday party, because that sounded weird.
It was on in the background, okay? We're eating pizza.
That was downtown Eddie Brown kicking it to himself. Touchdown, baby. What a play. Koob. I think you passed.
Did I? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you got 4 out of 8, 50%.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job.
Oh, that was a hard one.
Did you find that hard?
I did. A little bit. Like the back in the day, all those games sound the same, some of them.
You were close on the A team, and you were close on what year did Google make its debut?
Yeah.
I was one off
by
on
one,
both
yeah.
of those. Yeah.
You could have run the table there.
Flip a coin is basically what it was, but those are some good questions.
All right.
Need to
Koob.
check
well
out the
done,
A-team.
buddy.
Well done.
Let's hear it again for Koob.
Yay.
You're doing good. You've only failed once out of 7 times. You're 6 for 7. Got to start making these hard.
Yeah, good thing there was no Gager
They were
question.
good. No,
Yeah.
these were good questions.
Yeah, they were.
You did an awesome job, buddy.
Oh,
Good job.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, if there was a Gager question, I would have got that one wrong
Yeah.
again.
I'm out of Gager questions.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
There's got to be more.
It's got to be more.
Boring guy, man.
All right, that was Zach to the Future, brought to you by no one. But if you'd like to sponsor the segment, Matt at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and we'll get on that. And good job, Koob. Good job, Nancy's, for playing along. A lot of you had the correct answers. And next week we'll go for round 8. So far, he's only failed once, which is quite impressive for a young Koob. All right, second hour, F1 Talk with Tim Hauraney at 2:20. We'll continue to go around the NHL, and we'll update you on everything going around the world of sports. We're back after the break.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Join our very own Dustin Nielsen, Trey and Terrell Ford of the Edmonton Elks, and other special guests on Tuesday, April 8th at the Bell in Scona for Edmonton Sports Talks Bids for Kids, presented by GS Construction. A special live on-location show featuring a delicious appetizer buffet, silent auction, 50/50, and more. This year, Kids Sport is proudly celebrating 30 years of making a positive impact in our community. Don't miss out and join this special celebration to help continue to support those in need. Tickets are limited. Find them today at kidsportbidsforkids.com. That's kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brewhouse with epic food, killer drinks, and an unbeatable vibe. Plus, download the Canadian Brewhouse app and score free nachos on your big day. Book your party now to celebrate like a pro. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
'The Oilers had practice today in LA. Leon Draisaitl was not on the ice for practice. He left last night's game in the second period against the Sharks with an undisclosed injury. The NHL sees 3 games tonight. Washington hosting Chicago. Just 3 more goals needed for Alex Ovechkin to break the all-time scoring record. Elsewhere, the Hurricanes and Red Wings duke it out, and the Wild battle the Islanders. In the WHL, Edmonton has a chance to move on with a win tonight against Prince Albert in Game 5 of their series for one of 6 games on tap. And on the court, the Raptors challenge the Pistons 10 games around the association. We also see the Warriors and Mavs, or the Nuggets against the Warriors, Mavs and Clippers having a date, while Phoenix and Boston throw down. Right now, the Jays and Mets are duking it out. Mets leading 2-0 at the top of the third. Elsewhere, the Padres trail the Cubs 3-1 at the bottom of the 6th, while the Red Sox are up 8-5 on the Cards at the top of the 6th inning. And John Morant of the Grizzlies has been fined $75,000 by the NBA for using a finger gun gesture to celebrate a 3-point shot. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Hour 2 here on EST Afternoons. We're live from the William Huff Studios. Keep the thumbs up as we look to get to 100. We're at 69 right now, only 31 more. Let's pump those numbers up. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat. And of course, if you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just jump on over, give us a thumbs up, and then get back to your audio stream. We could greatly appreciate that. All right, Leon Draisaitl is not on the ice at practice today in Los Angeles. Trent Frederic's on the second line with Henrique and Hyman. Now, nothing's been confirmed that he will play tomorrow. All we can go off is what Coach Knobloch said yesterday on postgame when asked, will Trent Frederic play? He said highly unlikely or unlikely.
Oh, really?
He did. Now, things could change, right?
Yeah.
Things could change. So we'll wait to see. They're on the ice. Knobloch will speak after practice, and we'll have a better idea if Frederic indeed will get into the lineup tomorrow. If not, it sounds like Monday. If not, they'll have to call someone up or go 11-7. Well, they can't go 11. Never mind. Yeah, so either Frederic's in or they got to call someone up. right? Or maybe Leon's just taking a day and he's good to go tomorrow. Like that's why there's so many things up in the air right now. So
do they have to be careful for call-ups or cap compliance? I don't know how it all works. Like because when they had Rodriguez up on emergency call-up.
Yeah, because now there's a limit to call-ups, right? So I think Derek Ryan might be safe, but we'll see. Yeah, so Frederic was on the ice with Henrique and Hyman, so we'll get better. We'll get a better idea of he will play tomorrow once Coach Knobloch speaks. McDavid was also on the ice, but didn't take any line rushes, so he remains out. He's on the ice practicing, but he's not on a line.
Okay. He's participating in drills and stuff.
Yeah. He's just not on the line.
Okay, you made it sound like he's just standing on the bench.
Well, he might be. Just for support. Maybe Chuck Norris, a.k.a. Connor McDavid, returns tomorrow from Bronco Nick. Again, we're all assuming here. Like, I know the media that's on the trip just sent out the lines, but they haven't said Frederic's in. They're just sending out what the lines look like at practice. So take that with a grain of salt. We'll find out here, hopefully, by the time we're off the air, that Frederic will play tomorrow. It'll be kind of cool to see him.
It'd be awesome.
He'll muck it up. He'll go after Doughty, and
he'll be a breath of fresh air. I do believe
he will. He might give him that jolt they need, right? Especially if Draisaitl can't go.
And I just want to see him play, right? Like just
100%. It's been a long time, almost a month since the trade deadline, and we're still waiting.
Yeah, and I'm really fascinated to see if when it all gets put together, and if he turns into a Tom Wilson on McDavid's line,
he could.
You know, there's a guy that scored, like he scored, right? Scored 20 or close to 20.
Yeah,
and now that it sounds like to me he could be a young, quicker Pat Maroon. You know, and Maroon had a lot of success with Connor. So
feisty, man.
Yeah.
Real feisty player, has some
and a little protection too, right? It just
can't always be Corey Perry, man.
No. I think that's because he's going to be playing against the toughest guys, right? You know, a Pietrangelo isn't going to give any leeway to a Connor McDavid battling in the corner and stuff. All of a sudden, you have Frederic come over and say,
and give you a couple of shots in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, back off. Yeah.
I think when Evander Kane, when he was first with Edmonton playing with McDavid, that's when he had a huge effect.
Yeah.
Because that series against Calgary, Tkachuk really couldn't go boss McDavid around her because he knew Kane was there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying Tkachuk was afraid of Kane, but he
neutralized them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I got to think twice before.
I can't. Yeah. After the whistle stuff, this guy's going to come and I might.
What did Kane say that one time against Vegas? F around, find out.
Yeah.
That's what the Oilers got to be right now.
Well, those two guys that you kind of. Yeah, they can provide that little intangible.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see. Everybody's saying this is a source, guys. They're just sending out lines unless I missed it. So I want Frederic in the lineup tomorrow. They need Frederic in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jack Michaels. Trent Frederic appears ready to make his Oilers debut tomorrow. There you go.
Appears.
We'll get confirmation from the coach. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
This is like an anaconda taking down a pig.
I like that.
It's going to be crazy. Trent Frederic sounds like he will be in the lineup. See, that changes the complexion of the game a bit. Remember Max Jones' first game? Oh, we were raving about him.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy's a better hockey player, it seems.
Yeah, I was hoping to see Max Jones still.
Unfortunately for Max Jones, when everybody's healthy, he's.
Yeah, I was hoping he could still produce that kind of zip.
Yeah.
He had a great first game, man.
Check out this. Calvin Pickard's last 6 games, 5-1, 920 save percentage. He will start tomorrow.
Damn right he will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wait till Knobloch makes it official. He might not, right? He might play the game and be like, "Oh, we'll see."
Well, a goaltender starting.
No,
goaltender?
for Frederic.
Oh, just slow play this.
Yeah, but he's.
I mean, he probably should, right?
Yeah.
Because what happens? Well, there won't be a morning skate, so.
Nope.
He'll probably talk to him after. Talk to the.
See how he feels.
You might not even know till warm up. Really.
He's in a regular rotation, so good signs. That's good news for the Edmonton Oilers. Finally. Man, I'm a little too excited for this.
I'm fascinated by the curling right now. Canada, Austria. Austria sitting.
You're the only one, brother.
What do you mean?
The only one.
Our local boy, Mark Kennedy, who's curling right now. He was on the Reed Wilkins show.
Yeah. I'm just not a big curling guy.
Well, I know, because you just bailed on me when Zach and myself, when we were battling. We're in the trenches.
You had Zach and J Mill. You guys were a solid team.
No.
I had my hand held the entire time.
Well, you had your hand slapped a few times too by me.
Yeah.
But,
you guys
Pay
were
attention to the game.
You guys were mean to Koob.
We're not mean to Koob.
You guys were that day. You guys were yelling at him. He was learning.
That's how you learn.
That's how I need to learn. I got ears like Hernan.
Oh, Jacobs with a double takeout.
Wow.
Love it. They got hammer. What a shot. Not a boy. Love that. Did I say Mark Jacobs?
I don't know what he said.
What did I say? I said Mark Kennedy. Why did I say? Jeez. Okay. Losing it here. Losing it. It's Friday. We haven't said it's Friday yet.
Yeah, and I'm a little tired.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? The postgame show was so late last night.
Stop it.
We had a lot of people tuning in, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
How many? I'm sorry. I usually watch you guys.
I think we peaked at just over 200. Then it dropped. But it was late, though.
It was a win.
And it was a win against the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, you get. It'll be it's a great time for a game Saturday afternoon like that.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm very happy because last week I was upset that the Edmonton Oilers, the Leafs played the Kings in LA at 1:00, right? They had the early game or the 2:00 game on Hockey Night in Canada. Yeah. Come on. That should be the late game.
Yeah.
Play the Oiler game early.
Yeah. Caster 1990, Brad Jacobs is a skip, Mark Kennedy is third.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know. He's always third, though. Right? But great guy. I did his golf show with a few years back.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's the first time I met him. He's a pretty good golfer, too. Shoot, why am I missing her name? She was on Gregor's show for years. Helped produce Gregor's show.
Oh, Meg Morrison?
Meg Morrison, yeah. They had a golf show. We were at the...
That's right.
Yeah.
She's still doing that?
I don't know if she's still doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she is. Because you'd always see it on socials and stuff. So
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was cold, though. Jeez, it was a terrible day.
Terrible.
So
we got an update here. Once again, this is coming from Jack Michaels. No timeline on Draisaitl, but he won't play tomorrow. Likely out for Monday in Anaheim, but should be back well before playoffs.
Okay.
Terms Frederic, a slight possibility for tomorrow. So there you have it. No timeline on Draisaitl. Will miss tomorrow and Monday's game, but should be back well before playoffs. On Trent Frederic, a slight possibility for tomorrow. There you have it.
We got Tim coming up soon, but do you know the results of free practice too? They're interesting. Times have dropped a little bit. Obviously track rubbering in, but 1 through 10. Piastri 1, Norris 2, Hadjar 3, Hamilton 4, Lawson 5. The Racing Bulls split the Ferrari of Hamilton at 3 and 5. George Russell 6, Leclerc 7, Verstappen 8, Gasly 9, and Carlos Sainz 10. Does that surprise you at all?
That's why I don't put too much stock into it, because that's not like sure, you can put some stock into it, but like
stock. I'm putting chicken stock into this because top 10 are separated by just tenths, man.
As long as you have McLaren, you're good.
Oh, you're just talking fantasy.
Of course.
I'm talking about the race itself.
Oh, okay.
My gosh.
Man, I just want to see Yuki. I hope he does well.
Yuki not in the top 10. He was a little bit behind. A lot behind, actually.
Bronco Nick, slight possibility for Knobloch is a guarantee. Yeah, I mean, Knobloch might be slow playing it. Let's be honest, right?
I would.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about this expected before playoffs.
Expected?
Because there's rumblings that McDavid might not be ready till the playoffs.
Why would you?
Yeah.
The team's winning without him. Should probably trade him. No, I'm kidding.
You can't trade deadlines fast.
And I mean in the summertime.
Oh, okay.
Because what if he leaves? What if he doesn't sign on July 1st? Koob just thought out loud again. So if you didn't hear that. What'd you say, Koob?
Stop it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Tisk.
That's a topic for another day, right?
Yeah. So Draisaitl's out. For sure.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Well, I watched him fall, and you don't expect that, right?
Yeah.
And when you fall down, when it's unexpected, I think it's best just to fall, right? You kind of just relax into it. But sometimes when you get caught off guard and you fall, you try to brace yourself, and that's when you're most likely to hurt yourself sometimes.
Oh man, it's getting concerning because we have no idea what's wrong with McDavid. We have no idea what's wrong with Ekholm, even though he was at Reed's birthday.
What a birthday, huh? Was Connor there too or no?
Klimberg, he's not going to play anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
He's done.
Stewie Skins, I'm intrigued about his concussion because it's either whiplash or a concussion.
I think it's a neck issue, man.
Yeah.
I think it's just strained, like a sprained neck.
Yeah.
Because you see his head.
Yeah.
It was like his ear was touching his shoulder there.
Yeah.
So that hurts.
It's tough because the playoffs are only a few weeks away, and there's a lot of question marks regarding these guys. And sure, like imagine they sit out for the rest of the regular season, Joaquin, and then you're going to jump into game one in that environment with that pace. Like it might take them a game or two to get going, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's be real here. So I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, but we got to get to a break here. But before we do, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. So you heard it here. Draisaitl out tomorrow, more than likely out Monday as well. Expected back well before the playoffs is what we're getting down from LA. Trent Frederic has been listed as a slight possibility for tomorrow. All right, so there you have it. Coming up next, we will shift gears. Tim Hauraney will join us to tee up the Japanese Grand Prix. We're back after the break. Here's Koob.
According to Sportsnet's Jack Michaels, Leon Draisaitl will not play tomorrow after Draisaitl left the second period of last night's game against the Sharks with an undisclosed injury. And it's a light slate tonight. Carolina visits Detroit, the Blackhawks, and Caps drop the puck. Wayne Gretzky will be in attendance with Alex Ovechkin just 3 goals away from breaking the all-time scoring record. After that, the Wild meet the Islanders. And on the court, the Raptors challenge the Pistons 10 games on tap. The Nuggets also tip off against the Warriors. Mavs and Clippers have a date while Phoenix and Boston throw down. Right now, the Jays are down 2-0 to the Mets at the bottom of the 4th inning, while Boston holds St. Louis 8-5 at the top of the 7th, and the Cubs are up 3-1 on the Padres at the bottom of the 7th inning. And Toronto's Max Scherzer has yet to throw since he was put on a 15-day injured list on Sunday. He remains day-to-day. In curling, Canada and Austria are going toe-to-toe. 0-0 in the first end as Canada looks to go 10-1 at the World Men's Curling Championship. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. Up next, Tim Hauraney, F1 analyst, joins Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound, Los Lobos, at the River Cree Resort and Casino May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world may bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Missing the course? The Canadian Ice House is here to keep your skills sharp. Trackman golf simulators are open. Real golf action right in downtown Edmonton. Don't let the off-season slow you down. Visit us in-store or check out thecanadianicehouse.com for all the details.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.224. Welcome back to EST Afternoons on this sunny Friday here in Edmonton. Oilers game day tomorrow, 2 p.m. as they're in Los Angeles. If you missed it, Leon Draisaitl has been confirmed out, and a slight possibility Trent Frederic makes his debut. Pickard gets a start in net. He's been excellent the last 5-6 games, so that's not a surprise at all. But we're going to switch gears here and talk some F1 Japanese Grand Prix. We've already got 2 practice sessions in. A little dicey at times, in the first couple, but we're going to talk all things F1 with our buddy Tim. Tim, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's happening, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Of course, man. We missed you last week with no race. Kind of bothered by that, man.
No, I know. I missed you guys too. I missed your missed sounds of your voices. Jeez.
Oh, geez. Thank you for being so nice.
So nice.
Tim, before we get to the practice and the race this weekend, it was last time we had you on, we were kind of laughing because I think Bones texted and he goes, who's on the hot seat? And we were all like, come on, it's only 2 races in. But Red Bull wastes no time, makes the move. Yuki Tsunoda takes the Red Bull seat. Liam Lawson goes in his place. I guess, were you surprised it happened this quick? And what do you expect from Yuki and Red Bull?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I was pretty surprised how quickly it happened. I got a message from a person close to the team on the Sunday morning of the Chinese Grand Prix at I think I got the text at 5 a.m. And I was like, this can't be real. And sure enough, I cross-referenced it, and yes, it was very much real. It was happening. Liam Lawson was getting moved out. So it was a bit of a shock. Mm-hmm. I feel they should have given him a little bit more time, because you can't really, you can't judge a driver off of just 2 races. I don't care how much data you have, especially at tracks that the driver's never been to. However, it's like I've said before, they should have started with Yuki Tsunoda to begin with. Like, if they weren't going to chase after Franco Colapinto and they wanted to stick with their young driver lineup, then Yuki Tsunoda was the next one up, and he should have been in that seat way earlier. And instead, you go ahead, move forward on Lawson, almost destroy the poor guy's confidence in doing so. But however, they move him back. It looks like, I think, it may work out okay for Yuki. He did look good in pre-practice 1. There is still a lot with this car that you can see that he still has to learn, and that's going to take some time. It was positive to see that he was only like a 10th off of Max in pre-practice 1, both of them running the same sort of same run program. Where you get into free practice 2, we had the crash, we had grass fires, you had Alonso going off, you had red flags everywhere. It's never enough time to actually set a representative lap time. I'll be interested what free practice 3 shows us later tonight, and then also qualifying as well, when the car has to be like on the limit, and see how close he gets to Max. The car, honestly, guys, the car doesn't look good, right? Like, it's like I said on here before, like, the Red Bull is just not a good car, and most people are just starting to figure that out now.
The only thing about it is it looks pretty good with that livery this weekend, but
it does.
It does look really good. The tribute to Honda leaving, I guess, is the reasoning why it looks like that. It looks just awesome. But Tim, so I'm just looking at free practice 2 now, and you see the McLarens 1-2, Piastri on top. In your mind, and how do you think this is going to turn out? Obviously, it seems like McLaren's got a good grasp. The car is really good, but the competition between Lando and Oscar, we knew that at the end of last year. When were they going to make this decision? Is Zach Brown going to actually have these guys battling until there kind of becomes a guy that can really battle for the championship? Or if they're neck and neck, are they just going to let these guys race?
Well, they are supposedly going to allow them to just race, and from what I've been told, obviously it's going to come down to whatever driver sort of opens up enough of a points gap, and let's just say you come to a conclusion that it'd be too unrealistic for the other driver to catch them in the Drivers' Championship, and then you kind of shut it down. But until then, they're supposed to be allowed to race. If we go back to Australia, I would really question that.
Yeah.
Because there was an opportunity there for Oscar Piastri to probably take the lead and win that race. However, I digress. I think when you take a look at McLaren, yes, they're strong right now. They can get out to an early lead. I don't see them hanging on to it. I do see the likes of Mercedes catching them. George looks really quick here this weekend. Can George battle for pole position? That would be the question. And how will he do on the long runs? In free practice 2, however, George actually did look pretty good on his longer stints. So that's more representative of what race running would look like for him and Mercedes, where on the McLaren, it didn't look that great. And so the race could throw up some surprises as well. And Ferrari still seems to be searching at the moment. They look quick in sector 1, but then it looks with the Ferraris, they really start to run out of performance as the lap continues. Where with the Mercedes, they're really quick sector 1. They're really decent in sector 2. They lose out to McLaren in sector 3, where McLaren loses out in sector 1. So there is a bit of a toss-up as to like who could actually get pole position here and who's really hiding stuff, because again, we didn't really get a representative push laps during free practice 2. So that we don't have enough data points to really go on to say who is the favorite, who isn't. But as the season carries on, I really do see Mercedes really starting to factor in here, and eventually Ferrari will be there as well.
Tim Hauraney, F1 and Indy Car Insider, joining us here on EST Afternoons. Tim, what is happening with Mr. Carlos Sainz? Is it just a case of you have to remain patient? He's a new car, new team. Is this what it's about, or is this? Do you see this kind of going in well into the season that he's going to kind of struggle a bit here?
Yeah, I think he is going to struggle for a little bit. I heard from Carlos on Thursday. So, one of the things that a driver can struggle with when they move teams is obviously the car setup, but then also its characteristics. It's more of a car that's built for what Alex Albon does. And obviously Alex understands the nuances with the car. And in particular, you can really see that come to life in qualifying when the car, empty tanks, soft tires, engine mode cranked up. The car is just like a monster at that moment. Alex knows how to control it, and he knows how to extract the lap time from it. Where with Carlos, he's still kind of thinking about it. So for reference, like he talked a lot about the entry into turns. And so what I think he means is when Carlos goes to brake, like so in the braking zone, setting the car up for the corner, I always teach drivers, younger drivers, professional drivers even, their braking is one of the most important aspects of the cornering phase. It's the first domino to fall of the cornering phase. And if your natural instinct is to, you can do a couple different ways with braking. You can have like an initial pressure point of the brake, hitting it really aggressively, which is something that I always did because you had so much downforce on the car. You could brake later, but then the bleed off effect, right? You don't just hit the brake pedal and then come off of it. You have to hit the brake pedal with a lot of force and then ease your foot off of it as the car is transitioning into the corner. And so that stops with the amount of weight transfer that is happening with the car, because you have weight that's at the back of the car when you're accelerating, and you have weight going to the front of the car when you are braking. So there's a huge shift of weight. So if you're automatically slamming on the brakes and coming off of the brakes, you have a massive weight transfer that really upsets the balance of the car. And for Carlos, it really sounds like it's the initial phase of the corner where it is in the braking section where he has to really think about what he's doing with his feet. Like what's he doing with his left foot? Because that's what he's braking with. And how smoothly is he coming off of the brake pedal? How aggressively is he hitting it? And how quickly is that transition happening? And with a hockey player, when they take a slap shot, with a basketball player, when they take a jump shot, that's all muscle memory. Those are all things that those athletes have worked on to really prepare themselves for that moment. And so for Carlos, he has to sort of relearn that muscle memory. And that's going to take some time because these guys don't get a lot of testing, right? They don't get a lot of practice either. And so this is going to take at least anywhere between, I don't want to say 8 to 10 races for him to really zero in on it and have it become second nature. So at the moment, that's what Carlos is having to deal with.
Tim, I know it's really early on in the season, but so this track in Suzuka, is there a car that you've seen so far that might have a little bit more success than others? And does it really depend on, is this race really depending on qualifying and where you can situate yourself to start this race?
I think it might. It all depends on what happens with the tire. It looks like from free practice 1, because again, we didn't get enough representative running in free practice 2, that there is a lot of graining that happens with the tire. And graining is like when the tire starts to turn into pebbles and sand, and that runs across the tire almost, and it creates these little tiny balls that kind of start to form on top of the tire. And so if cars are good at handling the graining and then maybe even pushing through that graining phase, which is something that we saw in China, where there was Lewis Hamilton in the sprint race, for example. He started to suffer with graining at the beginning of that race, I would say 5 laps in. By the time we got to lap 8, Max Verstappen was closing in on him. So Lewis, and all of his knowledge, having the wherewithal to understand what to do with the car in that moment. And you're going to need to give up some of your gap to Max to save the tire, and then push through the graining phase, have all that graining just really come off the tire so it's clean again. This is what I think we're going to see with this race coming up this weekend in Japan. Is there going to be a lot of passing? I mean, it's hard to say. There could be battles for the lead. I still see it more so as a strategic race. Like, I still see things happening in the pits, really. I see McLaren as that front runner with probably Mercedes in tow and maybe Ferrari mixed in there as well. I think it'll be fun to see who that outlier is, guys, because it's like, Red Bull Racing doesn't really look like they're there this weekend. Like, they do not look like that fourth fastest team, right? And you see what RB is doing, and you see what a few of the other teams are doing. I mean, Williams looks really strong here too this weekend. So I think there's going to be that sort of fourth team is going to be interesting to see who it becomes. I mean, it probably could be Red Bull. I don't want to say that though. Like, I don't want to put money on that because I don't believe that they are that good here this weekend. I think they're really going to struggle.
Interesting. Tim, I asked Joaquin this, I think, last week, and I was watching Drive to Survive, and Pierre Gasly was, they had the camera on him, and he was talking about how he grew up with a lot of these guys, and it's really frustrating for him to see them all, get podiums and have success and all that. Where do you stand on Pierre Gasly right now at 29 years old? I mean, what can we expect from him going forward here? Because that moment in Drive to Survive stood out to me because it seemed like he was truly frustrated because all his buddies are just having more success in F1.
It's true. I mean, they are. He is a Grand Prix winner though, so he does have that, right? There are some of his buddies who just don't have Grand Prix wins who he grew up racing against. But yeah, I mean, he's got that. I mean, so that's important, but it's all about what is Alpine doing? Like, what are they doing with their development? I mean, they've clearly shut down on the engine side. Like, that's not even, I mean, because it's whatever Mercedes they have power unit now,
right?
Well, for next season, it'll be Mercedes power unit. Like, they're still pumping out the Renault power unit at the moment, but in terms of developing it out more to try and make it more competitive, those days are over.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And then, what are they going to be able to do with the car to move it forward? I mean, it does look competitive in some lights, and then in others, it really doesn't. I mean, I thought the reserve driver who they had in yesterday for free practice one, Ryu Harikawa, I thought he was really good. I think that was really impressive what he did. I felt bad for Jack Doohan. Obviously had his monster crash, and that's not going to help the team, obviously, because they don't have enough data points because they're not getting anything from Jack's car because he never really didn't take part in the session. So, I mean, that's going to hold them back, and that's going to affect what Pierre does as well, right? Because they can't move the car forward. So I think for this weekend, it could be difficult for Alpine, but again, right, I still kind of think they're in that mix. Like, the midfield is just so competitive, guys, right? Like, it's just so competitive where it's like, I mean, if we even go back to the fifth fastest team or sixth fastest team, as we get deeper into the season, I can see like one of the fifth fastest teams or sixth fastest teams at a race getting a podium. Like, I really could. Like, that's how close everything is. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is going to be fun. Of course, goes this weekend, Japanese Grand Prix. A little bit late. You got to stay up a bit, but
it's okay.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Tim, you're the man. Always love having you on. Your breakdowns are truly incredible. You've quickly become one of the favorite guests on our show. So, yeah. And you're a 49ers fan, so you'll always be welcome here. So
that's what I'm saying.
We just got to get you
together.
We just got to get you on the Oilers bandwagon, and we're all good, man. Yeah.
I grew up like as a kid. I don't watch much hockey now, but like when I was a kid, I watched a lot of hockey, and the Pittsburgh Penguins were my team because of Mario Lemieux. I loved Mario Lemieux when I was a kid.
Yay!
I don't watch as much hockey now, but yeah.
Tim doesn't like the Leafs, which is good for us. And, people will like you even more here in Edmonton, Tim. Hey, buddy, enjoy the race this weekend, my friend, and I'm sure we'll chat soon.
Thanks very much for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Tim Hauraney, F1 Indy Car Insider, also does some work for TSN. He's awesome. Like, hhis breakdowns are unbelievable.
You could ask him anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and he'll break it down. Like I like the breakdown of obviously the way that Ferrari had the car set up. The tires were prone to the graining factor, and Lewis had to adjust his driving style to smooth out the tire, but he had to give up room to match. Like, that's so cool.
But just even the Carlos Sainz, like the corners is where he's struggling.
Yeah,
he's got to
the brake. Yeah, he's got to relearn it because it was obviously different in the Ferrari.
Like,
right?
what did he say was the
muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Like that's it's incredible what these guys have to go through to when
my muscles have forgotten everything.
Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. 50% off the entire menu, available 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Up next, we close out the EST afternoons for the weekend. We say goodbye to Joaquin. We'll be off next week. It'll be myself and Matthew Wanek with you up until Thursday, and then Matty Wanek and the Koob take over.
Wow.
Don't kill the show, guys.
I'm scared.
Wow.
On Friday, it's going to be fun, though. All right. We'll continue the F1 Oilers talk on the other side of the break here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob, Sports Center update.
Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch says that Leon Draisaitl will not play tomorrow against the Kings, as he's out, quote, short term with a lower body injury that forced him to leave yesterday's game against the Sharks. Tonight, Wayne Gretzky's in attendance to watch the Blackhawks Capitals game. Alex Ovechkin just 3 goals away from breaking the all-time scoring record, having 3 games around the league. And the WHL playoffs has 6 matchups. It's Game 5 between the Oil Kings and Raiders. Edmonton looking to knock off Prince Albert to win the series 4-1. 6 games live in baseball. The Jays trail the Mets 2-0 at the top of the 6th, and Toronto's Max Scherzer remains day-to-day with the 40-year-old not throwing since he strained his right lat on Saturday. 10 games around the association. Raptors tip off against the Pistons. OKC looks for 12 straight wins when they meet Houston. In golf, Brian Harman and Keith Mitchell hold top spot at 8 under midway through round 2, while Adam Svensson is the top-ranked Canadian at 28th. At 3 under par. And at the World Men's Curling Championship, Canada looks to go 10-1 at the tournament. They hold Austria 3-0 in the third. And the final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
We've got Wayne from Wayne Sports Cards in the house. I have a rookie Gretzky from when I was a kid. How safe is it to send away to get graded? He's scared of losing it.
It's not the grading company you have to worry about. PSA grades over 1 million cards a month. Is the mail safe? There is that chance that item will go missing.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the East LA rock and roll legend with the world sound Los Lobos at the River Cree Resort and Casino May 15th.
Don't worry, baby, what the world may bring. Well, don't worry, baby.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your fan game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your fan game. Play more tables and games.
PlayMoreGames.ca.
2:46, last segment here on EST Afternoons. Good times.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Tim Hauraney's the best. We need to have that guy on regularly.
Yeah. Or we just go join him when he's at a race.
Yeah. I like how he says, yeah, I talked to Carlos the other day.
I know. That's nuts.
He's got the connections. Hey, we're 8 away from 100 thumbs up. Can we get that in about 8 minutes? Gager, do you believe in the nasties to get us there?
I believe in life after love. I can see some things inside my head.
Yourself. Oh, that's a classic.
I really don't think I'm strong enough.
So you're just dance dad this weekend?
Oh yeah. I got to get there soon. She's she had her. It's so funny. It's kind of fun to see my daughter, like, because now it's on like Donkey Kong. Like she's pretty competitive.
Okay.
She got up today, same routine, you know, and listening to the music. I had to make her an omelet because I did it yesterday, and she had a strong day. So.
I like that.
It's it's funny to see your kids compete at a high level and what they're turning into. So,
and your other kid's on his way to Rome.
It's crazy. Are you serious? I haven't even been. I lived in Italy, but I lived in the north.
So, like, when did he drop this on you?
Well, a few months ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you've known.
Well, yeah. He goes, I'm going to Rome. I go, what? But it's funny because.
Did you ask for anything? Like
No.
a souvenir or anything?
No.
Oh.
No. He did, though. Can I get some money? Spending money?
Can you bring me some darts from Italy?
Yeah, no. Italian darts? Those are unfiltered, though. You can't handle those.
Ooh. Those are what real men smoke.
Yeah. I like, you know what? It's funny. Smelling European cigarettes is completely different than here.
Same with Chile, man.
Yeah. Like it smells different. It's kind of.
Almost like.
It's a little bit nicer.
Yeah. A little bit stronger. Dude.
Oh, way stronger. Isn't that. Have you seen Die Hard?
No.
Jesus. Have you seen Die Hard?
Yeah. Reed made me watch it because I had to see if it was a Christmas movie or not.
So, one part in Die Hard that I always wondered how Bruce Willis knew that Professor Snape was the bad guy on top of the building.
Professor Snape?
Well, what's it? Alan Rickman, whatever. You know the scene when he's up top looking for the detonators, and then he goes, no, don't kill me. And then he talks to Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis hands him the cigarette, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Alan Rickman just takes it and starts smoking it. And that's how I thought that he realized that he's a bad guy because they're European cigarettes. Like they're the German cigarettes. So he wouldn't have just taken it and just started smoking. He was, what the hell is this? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess.
Because his name, he looks on the board and it says William Clay. Well, it's Bill. He goes and he says Bill Clay. So he kind of gets him there, but I think it's the cigarettes.
Every time I see people smoke in movies, I want to have a smoke.
You think you see anyone walking down the street, you want to have a smoke?
I was driving by, because I drive by McEwen sometimes to come to work, and a couple guys in the suits were having a dart. I almost pulled over and had one with them.
Just join them?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, boys? You got a smoke you can share? I got a quarter. Yeah.
Can't imagine how many smokes. If I smoked, how many would you bum off me? All the time.
A lot.
Yeah.
99 thumbs.
99? I just gave one.
I think that's a sign that the Ovi's going to break Gretzky's record tonight.
Ooh.
Oh. Celebratory dart?
Oh. If Ovi he's smoking darts tonight for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All Russians smoke.
Some vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah. They play tomorrow in the morning, though, so he can't party too hard.
Oh, he'll party. You kidding me?
You think he gets the day off tomorrow if he gets it tonight? No, seriously.
No.
Why?
He's got next stop 1,000, baby.
Oh, boy. 101 thumbs up. Well done, Nazis. You guys are all the best.
Good Friday. Canada's up 3-0 against Austria at, if I can read the card right, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Dylan Holloway considered week to week after suffering a lower body injury.
cream puff.
Former Cowboys and 49ers quarterback Trey Lance reached an agreement today on a 1-year deal worth $6.2 million with the Los Angeles Chargers. So you can kill that CFL talk.
That's a good deal.
Man, I'm excited for the CFL season.
You should be.
It's going to be weird not being at training camp.
But it'll be nice to be a fan.
Yeah.
You always looked so stressed when I saw you.
No.
You were.
I was just sweaty because I was running all over the place.
You were sweaty. I had to work in those kitchens. I was a sweaty mess. Yeah, you looked you looked like you had a lot on your mind. Because I was like, hey, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? You go, hey, Gager. Ugh.
They're long days, game days, but they're fun. They're fun. You got to remember, we didn't win a lot.
I know.
If they win now, I'm going to think I'm the problem. Think of this. So last year I wasn't with
Didn't
EST.
they start winning when you left?
Yeah. So last year I wasn't with EST and they go to the Cup Finals. If they're out in the first round this year, I seriously can think I'm the problem.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not malignant. You're kind of benign, but they still removed you.
Right in the Pine says he didn't quit smoking. He quit buying them.
They're expensive, man. Some guy I saw buying some. I was like, holy smokes. Yeah. See that? See what I did there? I didn't even realize it.
Hey, Jay Milne. Matty Iwanek coming up.
Wow. They got a tough act to follow after this one.
We do not set the bar high here. So they're going to come in and crush it. And then Matty's with me next week. And then he's with you the following week. It's vacation time. It's vacation time before the playoffs.
Right.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
Yeah? So you going for a haircut?
Haircut. Got to pick up a few things for the
full
trip.
Brazilian or a little smooth down there?
No Speedos for Hernan.
Jesus. It's like 76 Lakers down there.
I'm starting to get I get nervous before trips, and I'm already feeling that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, because you got to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
That's
fly.
a double whammy for you, too. Over the ocean? Well, I guess not.
Not really.
Jesus, Koob.
But if you did.
Don't bring that up.
That's all right. You skid on that stuff. Little flotation device. Just paddle there. You're a good swimmer.
Stop it.
There's sharks, though.
Please
Yeesh.
stop. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. You guys want me to send you pictures when I'm down there?
Yeah. You keep talking about how great your legs are. We got to get a picture of these stems.
I got solid legs, bro.
Let's see these things. I'm interested.
And they're going to be nice and tanned. Oh.
Well, I want to see a progression, every day. Same spot, the legs. No flexing, too. In their natural habitat.
Okay.
Will you go into the deep jungle just to remind yourself of?
No, stop it.
Do you hunt when you're down there?
I'm my own food. Hernan should sing before he leaves. What do you want me to do?
No, that's for playoffs.
That's playoffs, baby.
Yeah.
La Bamba.
Okay.
Vamos.
Let's go.
All right. Jay Milne, Matthew Iwanek coming up with the Koob. Thank you for tuning in all week. Thank you for the thumbs up, for the viewership, for listening. And don't forget to follow us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. It'd be greatly appreciated. For my guy, Joaquin, Gage, and the Koob, I'm Hernan Salas saying we'll see you next week. Gager is off. Well, I'll see you next week. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the game. Ciao.